Hello everyone, it's Ethan from the Orlando Tourist. Today is Thursday, May 2nd, and we're here getting another Epic Universe update. It's been a while since we've done a full vlog around Epic Universe, or in all of our spots pretty much. I know we did one for the Dragons announcement, How to Train Your Dragon. We did a pretty big update, and then we did one with the hotels, the Stella Nova, Terra Luna. They recently announced. It wasn't a full in-depth. We've done more coverage in some of our other videos, but today going mostly all out with our views, and we're gonna get some footage. We've caught some Starfall Racers testing. It's been dueling testing the last few weeks, and we've been getting a lot of ride testing footage and minor updates on the social media pages, especially on Twitter. So make sure you check those out in the description. But we're just gonna jump right into it today. It's in the middle of the day, so a little later than most of our updates. And before we start talking about Epic, I do want to point out that I don't fly drones over the park. I don't trespass the park either. We only stay at public views and the roads like around it and surrounding areas. So I know some people, like, there's a video I saw on TikTok earlier in the week. Someone drove kind of in the future side of the parking lot, and I'm like, that's not right. That's not cool. People shouldn't be doing that. But you know, if you want to see overhead footage, we might eventually do helicopter tours and get an overhead view. You have BioReconstruct on social media pages who you know, gets aerial pictures, and you have Alicia Stella who covers rumors. We don't talk about rumors, we only talk about things that are officially announced and visible construction. So I wanted to state that before getting deep into the video, so y'all aren't disappointed with what we're showing you, but you're still gonna see some crazy stuff if you're new here. If you're not, welcome back and enjoy this update. I usually always start out my videos over here because we have a lot of road construction going on. As you can see, the road continues across the street, all the construction. And now we have a new structure that's up. I don't know if this is a parking garage or building. That's not a part of Epic Universe, but all this road construction next to it is gonna be for the Kirkman flyover and the new Kirkman road expansion. So that's gonna connect you from the current resort over to Epic Universe. It's like 10-minute drive depending on traffic. And this bypass is gonna actually spit you out by the Stella Nova and Terra Luna resort over that direction, or by the main parking. So it's really good to see a lot of progress has been made over at this side of the area. The last few times we've been over here, we haven't been able to cross the street because they've been doing work, and it looks like work still continues here today. We have a lot of trucks out here, and they're digging stuff in the grass. So pretty interesting. Over here we have the Grand Helios Hotel, which Universal did officially announce when they announced the first announcement in Celestial Park. As you can see, we have a dome up there that's been covered up with some plywood, and there's also a metal covering under the plywood, and they're installing the glass work. Really cool to see that. And to the left of that, we have some primers, some sheetrock for the probably a ballroom is my guess, but they have a lot of glass installed on the building. As you can see, they got a lot of you know, just different colors going into the building, and you know, some of that fireproofing and stuff. And yeah, this building's coming along really quick. I love some of the theming. You can see some of that carved out details. It's coming along really nicely though. Here's a better view of all that glasswork right in front of the dome. This is gonna be the side that you enter the hotel. So you're gonna park on this side. The other side faces the actual theme park. It is very windy out today, so sorry if it is hard to hear me throughout today's video, but like I said, they're digging some stuff across the street. They have like a whole pit going. Lots of crews and lots of dirt and vehicles all staged on the side of the road here in the grass, and they're gonna add new planters and stuff. It's gonna look beautiful once it gets close to opening, but this is gonna be the team member entrance down the road backstage for team members working at the park. The last time we were here, they were working on this entrance to a backstage parking lot. As you can see, they've paved the street that leads into this, so now cars can turn into the lot this way, or they're still working on it. Pretty soon cars will be able to turn into the lot if they can't already. These blue buildings here are going to be backstage warehouses and team member spaces. So like, you'll find your team member cafes probably back here, probably HR building, stuff like that. And these look very nice, and team members will be very well taken care of at this park. And they're hiring a lot of people, and they will be hiring more in the near future. So if you want to work at Epic Universe or Universal in general, I would apply now. A lot of the current hirings going on right now are done internally. So if you're a team member already, you can kind of audition or apply for different roles. But like I said, as it gets closer to park opening, more hiring spots will be open externally if you're not a team member already. Here's a good look at that paved road there. You can see it, it looks beautiful. Here's a look at Starfall Racers, which is the dueling coaster that was officially announced a while back. This is a very unique angle almost directly facing the queue like entrance. Looks really good though. I haven't seen the coaster test quite yet today. This lot's been very busy as a lot of contractors and team members are leaving the site, and then you have some you know, arriving at this time as well. So it's been very busy in the area. But yeah, Starfall looks amazing from this angle for sure. Over here you can see some more views of Starfall and the Mead Hall to the left, which is part of the How to Train Your Dragons land. Here's some better views of that we'll show you pretty soon. Over here we have one more view of Starfall from the side with the Mead Hall. And we have this cool looking element for Starfall. Man, this looks amazing. We're gonna move around and get some other views now. Over here we have a better view at Starfall Racers. It looks really nice. We actually caught testing from this angle a couple days ago. And here we have the Dragon's Land, How to Train Your Dragons, Isle of Berk. You have the Mead Hall, which is basically finished. Most of it is now uncovered with scaffolding. No more scaffolding is there. It looks really good. We have our Skyfly Flat Rides by Gerstlauer, which is the Dragon Racer Rally. We finally caught, like 2 weeks ago, the Blue Dragon spinning. And then we also recently saw the red one testing. And the blue one had riders on it. So that was really cool to see people actually riding that attraction. So we have that clips. We'll probably share some of that in this video or one of our other videos. Make sure you take a look at our channel so you don't miss these clips, because I don't know where I'm sharing them yet at the time that I'm filming this. Yeah, there's going to be a water ride called Fire Drill in here. There's going to be the Mead Hall, which is a restaurant. We have a few other little dining locations. We got the Hiccups Wing Glider, which is actually center screen. Caught that testing in the evening. We're not finished filming clips of that yet. We're waiting for it to test some more so we can get some more clips. And yeah, it should be a really fun area. They're gonna have a play area in there. We talked more about this land in our official announcement when they did it. And yeah, that Mead Hall looks amazing. We have a front view of the Grand Helios Hotel facing the park. And they actually have an emblem right there in the center. And we showed you guys that last video when it just appeared. So we caught that right away. Also, this big gray box kind of to the left of it, in front of it, is a giant show called the Untrainable Dragon for the How to Train Your Dragon area. Over to the left center screen, we have Nintendo. That's Mount Beanpole. This was officially announced today. We're going to talk about Nintendo. We have a little bit different of a view, just because this one, you can kind of see it, but I want to get a better view. And you can see a bit into Celestial Park over here, which is announced. If you look to the right, center screen, actually, we have the Monsters Castle. They've officially talked about all the lands, but not gone in depth yet about Monsters or Potter. We have center screen, the carousel, and we have the portal for monsters. And then if we pan to the right, we have some more Starfall Racer stuff. Center screen, you can actually see the front entrance Comet. And then to the right of that, we have Potter in the background behind Starfall. You can see some of the roof structures. If we zoom in the center screen right there, you can see some of the structures there. We have like a tower, center screen now, some other stuff back there. They haven't gone in depth about Potter yet though. Slightly different angle over here, but you can see some of Starfall, dragons, the Helios, some of Celestial Park. You got the monsters, Nintendo. And part of Nintendo is Donkey Kong, which can be center screen here. I'll get you some better looks at that later. And I haven't seen any ride testing quite yet today. We have a new view over here. You see a lot of Starfall. And you can see dragons. The Mead Hall and the station for Starfall. You can also see some statues for dragons. So the portal, we'll zoom in a little bit for you guys. Center screen to the right, we have the entrance to Starfall. We have a restaurant spire that's over there. And we have, you can see the Viking heads peeking over a wall. And actually in the second launch, you can see a train for Starfall Racers. It's really far away, so it's hard to see, but it's really zoomed in over there. There's Starfall going. It just launched actually. Now it's in the break room. Over here we have the Terra Luna Resort and the Stella Nova Hotel, and we covered those in our last video very in depth. And then as we pan to the right, we're going to zoom in for you guys. But we have Donkey Kong, which is now announced as of today, center screen. We have Universal Monsters behind it, but it's hard to see the land down there, from this angle at least. And then we have the Mount Beanpole for Nintendo, the whole Nintendo world right there, with the Grand Helios Hotel and the carousel in front of it. Looks beautiful. Look at how much of that tiling's installed. It looks really good. And then you can see as we zoom around, some portals for the different lands. You can see the Potter portal and the dragons. Entrance to Starfall like we showed you guys. We have a top of a restaurant that's kind of uncovered with the station for Starfall, with the Mead Hall, Starfall Racers, and then we have the Dragons area with the rides. Also, way in the distance, you can see Universal Orlando, you can see Rocket behind Starfall, you can see the Towers of Doom and Hulk to the left. Doom just launched up there. Center screen, you can see the Dragon Racer Bradley, and there's some dragon houses for the grandstands behind it that are kind of there. You can actually see a Piranha Plant center screen. It's really cool. And then you can see some blocks of Mount Beanpole as well. Sun's coming out again. You can see reflecting off the Helios. We caught a second run today for Starfall. We're still seeing if it's going to do any more. Probably catch one more, and then we'll change spots.
Can't you go up? What floor is this?
Over here we actually have signage for Constellation Way, which is, it's been here for a bit, but it was relatively new. And that's going to be the intersection with Destination Parkway, where you actually can go in towards the theme park. That might actually be like a backstage road. I'm not actually quite sure, but I think it does connect to the Stella Nova and Terra Luna Resort, so it's pretty interesting. Over here you have the Epic Boulevard sign, which should be the main entrance to the park, is my guess, but it's pretty interesting. A lot of the people are leaving from the site, some of the workers right now. Here's one more ground level front angle of the from the same similar view. This is the Helios you can see, facing straight on at the hotel. Looks beautiful. And then over here we have the Mead Hall with the Dragon Show, and we have Starfall Racers, which is looking really nice tonight. I noticed when it was doing its test runs before that it was getting stuck on that second launch, and then it was eventually launching back up. You can see the Dragon's portal over here with the side profile of Starfall Racers. Here's a better view of Starfall actually. You can see some domed roof structures in the Celestial Park area. And then over to the right we have the Mead Hall, which looks really nice right now. You can see the outline of like a dome structure there. That's for the backdrop of the Wizarding World land. Not much action has been happening with that structure yet. Over here we have a look at the back of the scaffolding for Donkey Kong. We're going to get a better view of that in just a few minutes. We also have Nintendo with some of the Grand Helios, which we're also going to get a better look at also in just a few minutes. We have now a side profile of the mead hall, and you can see there's a little bit of scaffolding still left on the bottom. But we're going to actually zoom in, center screen for you guys, and there's a hut on the very top with tons of theming. That's from one of the movies. This land takes place between movies 2 and 3. We've only seen the first one, so we actually had to do some research. But if we zoom back out, you can see that the mountain has a lot of theming, and there's some like wooden beams in the center facing forwards. Pretty cool though. To the left of the mead hall, we have the Dragon Racer rally rides, which are just chilling there. They're really neat. We also did see a drone flying, so either someone's in the air getting footage, or Universal is testing out some Dragon drones, which they've confirmed about. So as you can see, Hiccup's wing glider is currently testing right now. So we're actually going to get more footage by one of our previous spots that we were at, just for to finish up one of my videos I've filmed. But I don't know if Starfall is going to test anymore tonight. I don't know if they test at the same time yet or not. As you can see, Starfall looks beautiful with this lighting right now. And then you can have we have the Dragon Portal, lots of airtime hills for Starfall. We still have to catch it from this angle yet. We haven't got it yet. And then you can see the front entrance for Starfall there. You got the whole entrance to the station. And then you got some Wizarding World stuff all the way to the left there. You have the water tower looking frame, and then you have the mural. We'll zoom into the mural for you guys. It looks pretty cool. And there she goes again. I also almost forgot to show you this giant building from this angle, which is the show, of course, the Untrainable Dragon. We're going to zoom in for you guys, but it looks like some of the glass is uncovered at the Atlantic or Atlantica restaurant in Celestial Park. I forget the name, but they did officially announce it. Looks really neat. Here's another view of the mead hall. And we have Starfall Racers looking really beautiful right now. This whole layout looks amazing. And we have the Dragon's Portal to the left of it. It looks really good. Over here we have the Monsters Castle with a lot of scaffolding on it. And we have a building to the lower left, which looks like it's a shack with a windmill on it. So it's really cool. Universal hasn't officially announced names for this land yet. Over here we have the Helios Hotel with that emblem in the center right under the dome. That dome is fully encased with wood right now to protect the glass. Now over here we have the backside of Donkey Kong, and we have Mount Beanpole, all of Nintendo stuff, and we're going to talk about today's announcement while we have this view right now. So basically, guests are going to be able to jump into this land, which is going to be one of the 5 worlds at Epic Universe if you include Celestial Park. And it's developed between Universal Creative and Nintendo, working very well together. And we have this land in Hollywood and Japan already, but we have the biggest land out of all 3 of them. Combines iconic Nintendo characters with Universal's creative innovation of theme park experiences to deliver a multi-sensory environment where guests can experience the fun and adventure of Nintendo games in a whole new way. And for the first time in the US, we're finally getting Donkey Kong Country in addition as part of this land. So you're going to enter through the iconic green pipe, which is the portal, and you're going to emerge into the land in a very immersive way. Kinetic, vibrant scenery as you enter, and there's going to be familiar sights and sound from like Nintendo game consoles and stuff. And you're going to have Mount Beanpole, which we're looking at right now. You're going to have Peach's Castle, you're going to have Piranha Plants, which we did see earlier. You're going to have Goombas, spinning coins, blocks, and more. And you can explore Super Mario Land, and you're going to find characters like Mario, Luigi, Princess Peach, and other characters like Donkey Kong, Diddy Kong, and other members of the Kong family. One of the attractions is named Mario Kart Bowser's Challenge, and guests are invited to join Team Mario and battle Team Bowser for the Golden Cup augmented reality in the attraction projection mapping technology, and you're going to be able to experience Mario Kart in real life. You're going to enter through Bowser's Castle, go through its corridors, get a glimpse of Bowser's deceptive plans to stack the odds in his favor before boarding your cart and then the starting line. You're going to go through a variety of different Mario Kart courses, collecting coins, tossing shells at Team Bowser, dodging different obstacles, and more as you join your favorite characters and compete to help Team Mario win the race. And as you can see, it's going to be somewhere back there, but this building right here is the show building for the Mario Kart attraction. So it's a very large building. It's going to be a massive attraction. Next you have Yoshi's Adventure, which is an Omnimover ride, and it's a family-friendly ride. Guests of all ages can enjoy breathtaking views of Super Mario Land as they join Yoshi's and travel through the Mushroom Kingdom and landscapes in search of glowing eggs, encountering many familiar characters along the way. So that sounds like a really fun attraction. We don't have a view of it currently. And we have posted all the concept art on my social media pages today, and they posted 2 fly-through videos as well, which we have uploaded onto our pages. We also have dining locations like the Toadstool Cafe. At Toadstool Cafe, guests can enjoy a variety of tasty dishes inspired by the world of Super Mario and its characters, including Mario and Luigi themed burgers, Super Mushroom Soup, Piranha Plant Caprese, Fire Flower Spaghetti, meatballs, and so much more. Guests will also get a glimpse of several Toads cooking the culinary creations through virtual windows as they dine in the restaurant. You also have Yoshi's Snack Island Turbo Boost Treats. It's a delicious treat, snacks, and beverages location, and they also have walk-up dining. You have the One Up Factory and Mario Motors, where you can shop for souvenir, apparel, toys, and more, inspired by their favorite Mario characters and adventures in these locations. And then we have meet and greets, where you can meet and greet and interact with Mario, Luigi, Princess Peach, and Toad throughout various areas in Super Mario Land. At the edge of Super Mario Land, guests will discover an entrance that leads them to Donkey Kong Country, where they'll explore lush tropical landscapes from the video game series with trees, waterfalls, landmarks such as the Golden Temple, and more. You can enjoy the ride Minecart Madness that they have here. We have actually caught this ride testing at night, and we have a view we're going to show you guys very soon of Minecart Madness. You're going to hop into a minecart, and you're going to help Donkey Kong and Diddy Kong protect the coveted golden banana on this first-of-a-kind family coaster. It uses a really cool ride system, innovative technology. Minecart Madness will send riders on a thrilling adventure where they experience the jaw-dropping maneuvers that they've seen Donkey Kong in the minecarts perform in the video games, including getting blasted out of the barrel and jumping over gaps as they speed along a rickety track, and more. There's going to be tropical menu merchandise offerings in the jungle, all inspired by the Donkey Kong Country video game franchise and its characters. More details will be shared very soon. Guests will also experience other things in Super Nintendo World. We have the power-up bands, which you can level up your fun by interacting around the land with different things with a interactive wristband. And you can purchase it, and you can play different games in Super Mario Land and Donkey Kong Country. Guests can collect digital coins by punching blocks and playing with interactive activities. Collect digital stamps on attractions, earn digital keys to unlock exclusive showdowns against Bowser Jr., and discover hidden surprises. Guests can also access leaderboard screens in Super Nintendo World to see where they rank amongst other guests. And like we mentioned, this is the 3rd installment of Super Nintendo World across the parks, and Universal also stated that they're going to announce more details very soon, so stay tuned as we will cover that. We checked the parks today for some merchandise, and they did not come out with any Nintendo merchandise like they did with the Celestial Park. They came out with Epic shirts, and we have Dragons merch for the Dragons announcement, but we will keep you guys posted, so make sure you stay tuned to my page because we post it right away on our socials. And we have the vlogs where we go in depth and we show you live construction. Now let's give you guys a look at the Stellanova and Terra Luna Resort. We're going to get a closer look at the Stellanova Resort here. As you can see, all of the tilings installed. We covered this a lot more in depth in our last video when they announced all the hotels. I don't remember if all the tiling was completely installed last visit, but I think they were. As you can see around the outer borders of the windows, all the tilings in there, and all the tilings complete around the whole Stellanova side. We have purple paint that's been going along the bottom of the hotel here. As you can see, it's been going around the front as well. It's around the side here. And it was blue there, but that was just a primer coating. And now it's all purple. Right now, we have a similar shade to the blue over here by the lobby check-in. And we have some covers protecting the tiling. But this blue is just the primer. I'm assuming it's gonna be purple just like the other colors. Or just a different shade of blue. And we have this lobby awning. This is the check-in side of the hotel. Over here, we also have some metal frame outlines that are continuing to be installed. We have some at the top there, and they're working their way to the bottom. I think they've also done some around the edge over here as well. We just drove past the Stella Nova and Terra Luna Resort, and to save some time from walking, we just filmed out the window. And as you can see a lot of the windows installed here. It's the other side of the Stella Nova Resort, the one we're just looking at. It looks beautiful. Now the Terra Luna has most of its tiles installed. Just showed you that video already, that clip from the hotels, from the roadside. The roadside is where both of them have the amenities like the pools and the bar, and it looks the same that we noticed from our last update. These windows look really nice. You can see the pool bar right there. This is actually a better view. Over here you can see the tiles are starting to wrap around the side for the Terra Luna, and only this top corner here is missing tiles. All the rest has tiling already. And it's looking really nice. And this is actually the pool bar right there for the Terra Luna, and the pool will be somewhere on the floor there. Here's a look at both of the hotels together, and I did try to save time because it's about 6:30 right now, and I'll crunch for time with sunset. So I'm trying to make sure we get a lot of daylight shots, and I have to go back and get some dragon shots, so you can upload that as a separate video as well. So we're getting a bunch of shots as quick as possible. Over here we have a head-on view of Donkey Kong. You can see a lot of that Donkey Kong Country area, the scaffolding in the top right, where the monkey statue is gonna go. You can see in the bottom right, you can see the train in the station poking out. With the barrel that riders are going to launch through straight ahead. And we have a lot of theming here. That gray stuff is supposed to be painted. It's not painted quite yet. Lots of theming here. It looks beautiful. I don't see any ride testing going on tonight. Hopefully we can catch some again soon though. We have seen some at nighttime already. Over here you can see the rest of Nintendo actually pretty well. You can see the Mario flag at the top, the block on the side. We're going to actually zoom in center screen now. You can see the Piranha Plant, and you can see the top of Bowser's Castle right there. So that's really cool. We probably should have done our Nintendo announcement here actually. You can see the whole land goes around there. You can't see a lot because it's all barriered up. It's all barricaded in. We have a front view of the Mead Hall. You can see it looks really nice. And most of that scaffolding's down. You can see the Dragon Portal to the left of it, and the Celestial Carousel to the left of that. Over here you can see Starfall Racers, and then you can see the Monsters Castle, which is getting a lot of theming installed. They have a lot of scaffolding around the building. You can also see the station for Starfall with the meteor sticking out from the front. You see Dragon Racer Rally back there. And then we have Monsters. We have a spinning coaster right there for the Monsterland, which we saw testing yesterday, or a couple days ago. And then we have this windmill installed in this little shack here. We could put the video right here. That was them installing the blades on the windmill from like last week. And right here we'll play our Monsters clip of the spinning coaster. It was doing repetitive cycles back to back to back. And then yeah, we've seen a bunch of other monsters testing, and we have those videos on the channel if you want to see. We were able to see in the Starfall station. I can't see stuff right now because there's some scaffolding obstructing the view, but Starfall does look really nice right now. Also, we're gonna pause the screen from our drive. On that video, you could see the down the Kirkman Road Boulevard where they're working on the expansion. We'll pause the screen. You could get a glimpse of kind of into the park from the road. Okay, that's pretty much it for this view over here. Looks really nice. Haven't seen the spinning coaster test at all today. Yeah, this land, I'm super excited for Nintendo, especially after seeing all this theming. It just looks amazing. Here's one more slightly different but very similar angle. We got Donkey Kong down there. As we pan over to the left, we have Nintendo, dragons, monsters. There's a better look at that windmill, Starfall, and then we have the Monsters Castle. Lots of theming is getting in place now. We're over at the site now. Just saw dragons do a test run, so now we're filming from this angle. Let's get some clips for our other video. We'll put a couple in this video. So the blue Dragon Racer Rally Dragon just did like one full turn, and it was really slow, and now it looks like it's resetting. I don't know if it's just too windy out or what, but yeah, it just did a mini test run, so they are cycling Dragon Racer Rally right now. Haven't seen Hiccups Wing Glider do a test run since I've got to this spot. just finally saw Hiccup Wing Glider do a test. We caught the first part of the launch, but they got stuck on the second launch for a while, so they're probably doing like rollback testing or relaunching. So we've had Dragon Race Rally testing for a while, like very back to back to back. We caught a couple of the Hiccups Wing Glider and we haven't seen it for a while. I think it got stuck on the second launch. It kept pausing on a lot of the test runs. But yeah, we've just been chilling out here. They've been doing some ride testing. It's pretty nice. So that's gonna do it for today's video. We didn't do all our spots today that we normally do in our full videos, but we're changing spots up around. You know, we're adding some new ones, which took a while to actually access those. And then, you know, we're trying to change up the videos. So if you like some of our videos, some of our viewpoints that we've had in some of our other videos, make sure you check out those vlogs if you haven't already. Or if you do like some of the old ones, we've reused them in other videos. But we have some new ones that we're experimenting with, trying to change up the content a little bit and find even more angles of ground level shots and some elevated views, of course. But yeah, we got lots of a jam-packed day today, lots of information from Universal regarding Nintendo, and you know, just lots of updates around the site as well. I'm super excited for Epic Universe, of course, as we're here like a lot of the times filming the park and all the different updates. And we were here just a couple weeks ago was our last video. So we have a lot of Epic Universe updates that we've been posting, a lot on Twitter as well. A lot of ride testing. We're posting videos separately for that. And it's just super fun to update and just find new things around the park. And I can't wait to actually step foot in this park in 2025. It's going to be an amazing experience, and you guys are going to love this theme park. Like, it's just super cool. Like, all these different rides that they have, and just the theming, it looks incredible. So yeah, we saw a lot today. We saw some Starfall racers. We saw some dragons. We saw the spinning ride and the coaster. And that's pretty much all the ride testing today. But we also caught some ride testing earlier on since our last update. Since we saw the Blue Dragon testing today, we're probably not going to share that clip, but we'll share one clip here with riders. That clip, so we saw that a couple weeks ago. People were riding Dragon Racer Rally, and now let's play some Starfall racers from the other day. We have some really cool footage, and we're always here catching different footage. And yeah, that's pretty much gonna be it for today's video. If you want the best up-to-date, like, around the site Epic Universe updates, make sure you guys subscribe so you don't miss out on any future videos. And make sure you guys see what you guys have missed from our past updates. We have a lot of different things around the site, and we're not on the site, but just from around the site, there's been a lot of updates. So you can see how the site's progressed over the past few months. We've started doing this at the end of January, right before Universal made their first announcement for Epic Universe. So yeah, make sure you guys stay tuned. Social media links are in the description. You can find me on all platforms at Ethan Hershef. So that'll be TikTok, Threads, Instagram, and Twitter. Also, you can find me on Instagram at Florida Theme Park Pics. Thank you guys so much for watching. We'll see you guys in the next one.